Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings. Singapore Homebrew on Money FM 89.3.
Singapore's Malay Heritage Centre is hosting what they're calling the Teroka Raya Festival next Saturday, the 26th. It is a chance for anyone to come and unpack the stories behind the customs of the Muslim faith, traditional crafts, cuisine, of course. It's Singapore. We have to have good food and everything else happening in the Malay world. It's part of the Hari Raya Aidilfitri end of the holiday celebrations. Joining us now in the studio to tell us all about it is Hafiz Imran. He's the manager of programs at the Malay Heritage Centre. Hafiz, welcome. Great to have you here on Money FM today.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and so tell us about the festival. What's happening with the festival that's coming up next Saturday?
All right, sure. Okay, so MHC's Teroka Raya Festival is organised to celebrate Hari Raya Aidilfitri. It will be happening on the 26th of April at the Indian Heritage Centre, and we invite all to experience the different customs, crafts and cuisines of the Malay world. So we will be having an array of programs which includes workshops, interactive storytelling sessions, drop-in activities as well as performances.
And it's worth clarifying that you did say the Indian Heritage Centre, and maybe just briefly explain why.
Sure. Yeah, so the Malay Heritage Centre right now is going through a massive revamp, and we have actually partnered with our sister institution, the Indian Heritage Centre, to have our festivities there.
Nice, and that's in at 5 Campbell Lane, the Indian Heritage Centre. So first question is, if I don't speak Malay, will it be okay? Or is everything in Malay?
Yes, definitely it will be okay because our programs are meant to be accessible for everyone.
Great.
So we hope to attract people of all ages, of all demographics to the festival.
Nice.
Now, it's called the Teroka Raya Festival. What does that mean, and why did you choose that name?
Sure. Okay, so the word Teroka is a Malay word that means to explore or to venture into. So with the festival, we hope that people would want to come in and explore and discover all the customs, crafts and cuisines of not only those practiced in Singapore but also in the Malay world or the Nusantara.
Interesting. So tell us some of these activities. What will we get? We walk through the doors at the Indian Heritage Centre. What can we expect?
Alright, so maybe just to start, we do have some ticketed workshops which are happening. The first one is Syawal's World's Henna Party by Shira Skins, as well as Mari Berkain, Malay Fabric and Styling Workshop by Kebaya Society. So these are very fun, like craft workshops, which we hope to engage as many people as possible to learn about our rich traditions and living heritage.
So can Neil get a sarong kebaya fitted for him that day?
Oh, wow. Okay.
To go with my extensive collection, I might hasten to add.
Okay, you have to let me know what colours suit you best.
Claret and blue, West Ham colours.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, we also have interactive storytelling sessions, which are meant for families. So we have gotten our storyteller, Hafiz Rashid, to tell the story of Admiral Hang Nadim as he explores his journey to India. We also have many drop-in activities, which include Fitri Fiesta, our culture bazaar, where we are working with different community associations to share more about their cultures. And I think we also have craft activities like making songkit coasters, as well as pencil toppers, which is an activity that will be fun for most people of different ages. Yeah. And I think one innovative thing that we're trying out this year is actually a colour analysis booth. So I'm not sure whether you guys are familiar with this trend right now. Okay, so basically we have colour consultants from Styleforth who are coming by and are actually doing some sort of like engagement where they can actually advise you what colours would suit your skin tone best. So we hope that with this information, our visitors would know what colours of clothing or traditional clothing they can purchase for following years.
So it comes down to actually trying to figure out what people will look the best in.
Yes, that's right.
Interesting. And you have kind of green color. Have you done your colors yet? Is that your color?
Yes, so I figured out I'm actually a low contrast spring.
We're dark winter black. So
fascinating. We're talking with Hafiz Imran, the manager for programs at the Malay Heritage Centre, and the Teroka Raya Festival, which is next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Indian Heritage Centre in Campbell Lane. Lots of different things to see and do. What would be the most surprising thing, maybe even to the Malay community or the non-Malay community, that they might learn or see at the festival next weekend? Anything stand out to you?
All right, so I think one interesting thing, quite a few interesting things that we're doing is that we're featuring commonalities between the Indian Muslim communities as well as the Malay Muslim communities.
okay.
I think we're paying respect to the venue that we are having the festival at.
Yeah.
So we're actually working with partners, I Am Youth, which is Indian Muslim Youth, to set up a booth at our Fitri Fiesta Culture Bazaar. So they'll be sharing the different traditions as well as the living heritage that are practiced by Indian Muslim communities for Hari Raya or Eid.
And what are some of the differences or similarities between the two?
I think in terms of how we practice Hari Raya, I think there are commonalities in terms of maybe the day's proceedings. But I think when it comes to the material heritage, like the fashion or the cuisines, I think there are some differences there. So I think it'll be interesting. And if you would like to find out more, you can actually come by Fitri Fiesta Culture Bazaar.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so you're involved with, sorry Glenn, you're
No,
involved
that's
with the program yourself, and I know you've been there for 3 years now at the Malay Heritage
Yes,
Centre.
slightly over 3 years.
It's a big job to curate this event because you're representing the Malay community, the Muslim community in many ways. How do you choose what goes into an event like this? Because there's so much, right? There's such a rich Malay and Muslim history. So how do you choose what goes into a festival like this?
That's a very good question. So maybe just to share, I'm actually backed up by a very strong team at the Malay Heritage Centre. So shout out to them. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so in terms of curation process, I think we go back and stay rooted to the theme as well as the content pillars. So the theme we're looking at is actually Teroka Nusantara, which is exploring the Malay world. As for the content pillars, we were looking at exploring the crafts, customs, as well as the cuisines. So in the programming, we were looking at having various craft programs, such as the workshops that I mentioned earlier, as well as the drop-in craft activities that are happening at the lobby. And then as for the customs, that's where the overseas community associations are coming in. So in line with exploring the Malay world, we are actually engaging various overseas communities in Singapore. So we have the Malaysian Association in Singapore, as well as FKMIS, which is a community of Indonesians living in Singapore. Yeah, we're also looking at engaging youth. So we have the Indonesian school in Singapore participating as well, where they will be sharing more about their culture at Fitri Fiesta Culture Bazaar as part of the Teroka Raya Festival.
Wow,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
Yes,
I mean, it's only from
definitely.
10 till 6:30. Are people going to have time to get through everything? And
Yeah, it's a
one day?
jam-packed schedule, but we hope that people would stay from morning all the way till evening.
Yeah. Okay. The most important question, I think, is what's the food that you're going to have there? Because people have to know about what the food is, right?
Yes, definitely. Okay, so we will be having a tea time giveaway from 3 to 5 p.m. So if you're looking at having some snacks or light bites, please feel free to come by for our festival.
So you're not going to tell us what kind of food?
No, I wouldn't. Yes.
He keeps his cards to his chest, this one.
He really is trying to tease everybody to come
Teasers,
to it.
like a teaser
But
trailer.
if you need more teasers, I guess you guys can follow us on our social media
Oh,
pages.
shit. You're
Yeah.
working this, aren't you?
He's efficient.
Our Instagram,
Boosting your SEO at the same time. Nice.
yeah, our Instagram at Malay Heritage, as well as our Facebook page, Malay Heritage Centre. And if you are looking at registering for our workshops, we have our PTIX page, malayheritagecentre.ptix.com.
I also like the fact you've got a regional element to it. I'm interested about the overseas part. Have you noticed any similarities again or differences between the way the Indonesians, the Malaysians and the Singaporeans celebrate Hari Raya? I'm always fascinated by that because every culture and country is slightly different.
Yeah, definitely there are similarities, and I would say like localizations when it comes to the different practices. Yeah, so I think one of the things is the cuisines, if I were to share. So I think among all the three countries, we do eat a version of lontong or ketupat, but in all the different countries, it's called something else. Like in Malaysia, for example, it's called nasi himpit. But over in Singapore, we actually call it ketupat or lontong.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I know what it is, but do you want to explain what that means, what that translates into?
Okay, I think in terms of the recipe itself, I think it's usually eaten with side dishes like your rendang, your lemak lodeh, and so on. So I think in terms of the main carbohydrate that is served, I think we have slightly different variations of it.
So which is which again? So Singapore has what?
We have like ketupat and lontong, but
Right.
in Malaysia like they call it like nasi himpit.
Okay, and how are they different?
I think visually they're around the same, but it's just how they are referred to lah. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's more in the name. Yeah.
Interesting.
Imran, what do you hope, like the overall goal of this, and what do you hope people will walk away with from going to this festival next Saturday?
Right. I think firstly we hope that everyone would have a deeper understanding and appreciation of the different customs, crafts and cuisines of the Malay world. Secondly, I think we hope that people would experience the warmth and cultural richness of the festivities. And lastly, we really hope that people would have a positive experience and specifically a good time, connecting with their heritage and culture.
Yeah, thanks.
And aside from that, I think it's so important for all of us to step outside of our cultural, religious, racial bubbles, just generally. Why should non-Malays go to this event? Because I think it's very important to get those guys through the doors, right?
Yes, definitely. So I think the unique thing about Singapore is it's a melting pot of different cultures, and I think for us as a multicultural society, it's important to know your neighbours, right? And then actually understanding and knowing about their different traditions as well as their heritage. I think it would help us to understand each other better.
Yeah. It sounds like a fascinating a day worth of just really something for everybody. Families, young people, old people, whatever. Is there sort of a targeted age group for the festival during the day?
Yeah, I think for us, when we plan our public programs, we hope to reach people of all ages. Yeah, but definitely we have programs that are meant for families with young children. We are looking at the youth. And I think in terms of the program offerings, they are accessible for people of all ages.
And final question from me, the Malay Heritage Centre in that fabulous building at Kampong Glam. I was there for the closing ceremony, which I think was in 2022.
2022, that's right.
So now what are we? We're 3 years away. What's the latest? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be spectacular when it opens. I know what you're going to say, watch this space and so on, but what can you sort of tease us about when it's going to open and what we can expect? Malay Heritage Centre.
I see, yep. So we are planning towards our reopening in early 2026. So visitors can look forward to refreshed galleries, refreshed spaces, updated facilities, as well as a big bang reopening festival happening in early 2026.
Wow.
Fantastic.
We'll have to have you back on to talk about that.
Yes, definitely.
A little less than a year from now. Hafiz Imran, the manager of programs at Malay Heritage Centre, talking about the Teroka Raya Festival, which is happening next Saturday from 10 to 6:30 p.m. at the Indian Heritage Centre. Admission is free, lots to do and see, lots of crafts and things to understand, and food, of course. So thank you so much, Hafiz, for coming on today.
All right, thank you for having me.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.